Hello, welcome to today's edition of My View from the Pew. I'm Rodney Blockett, and as always, I'm grateful that you stopped by the channel today. So, channel's been growing. Appreciate those who have subscribed and liked our videos. So hopefully you're enjoying them. Would love to get any kind of feedback from you as far as comments on any of the videos or topics that you'd like for me to discuss or questions you might have. So, would always be willing and able to entertain those for you and kind of give you my views from the pew on different topics. So today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about what, as you can tell from the description, I call it the death of decent discourse, which I can't say that fast 3 times, so I won't even try. But what I've noticed a lot lately, and it's been the past several years actually, it's kind of been growing more, is that whether it's a protest, whether it's a video about whatever topic it may be, every other word has to be a cuss word. And I get to figure that out. I know, I'll be 60 this year, and it used to be that, cursing or using that language was frowned upon, that people would kind of, look at you a little differently doing that. And really just didn't really help your argument, I guess, so to speak. So listening to the news the other day, and there was a protest. I don't remember what it was. Everybody's protesting about everything nowadays, but there was just, this person was just standing there holding a sign or whatever they're doing, and this other person is just F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. And that's all they did for like a minute straight, was yelling. And or you talk to people on the street about different topics, and every other word is a curse word. You're just bleeping out this or that. And with doing a YouTube channel, I'm probably like everybody else. I like to roam through YouTube and find different videos out there of whether that be, inspirational ones, things about business, things about, doing a YouTube channel, comedy, sports, whatever the case may be. But I've noticed even some of the ones that's like, hey, this is, and I'll use the guy's name, Gary V, is somebody who's like, oh, this guy, it's great. He's the guy that you should listen to. All right, so I listen to him, and every other word is F word this. And people are like, why do you have to use that language? That's just the way I talk. If people don't like it, and it's like, well, I'm not sure that it really advances your cause as much as you think it does. So kind of like the old Jeff Foxworthy joke about, might be a redneck, but, not sure you'd want your surgeon to come in, with a really southern accent saying, well, we're just going to lop off your arm here and hopefully it grows back, does fine, and we're going to do this or that. Same way as if you talk to your attorney or your doctor or the person fixing your car or the person that you're getting your meal from or your waiter or waitress, and every other word was a cuss word, you would probably think, well, I'm not really sure this is the place for me, or I'm not really sure that this advice counts. So for me, and again, it could just be me, but a lot of times when I'm listening to those people on TV, and again, whether it be a talk show or somebody interviewing a protester, or just a video that's supposed to be motivating or motivational, and every other word is a cuss word, that just turns me off immediately. So, and maybe it's just because I'm old and grumpy that's the case, but I don't know that it advances our cause that much. So, I'm not saying I'm perfect and that never have uttered a cuss word in my life, because that has happened to me on more than one occasion. However, that's not, part of my everyday lexicon of words that I want to use when I'm trying to get the point across, whether that be in media, selling ads, selling real estate, to just talking to people in general. I don't know that that's necessary to do that. So my encouragement for today would be, look, maybe pause before you say something, and that, in the real world, your every other word doesn't get to be bleeped out like it does on TV or on the internet. So you might think, is this really what I want to say? Is this the message I want to get across? Or can I say it probably a little better using less curse words? So again, it might be old and grumpy, but I think it's advice I think that we can take to heart. And again, just for what we're teaching others, our kids, our grandkids, what they're seeing as well. But you can get your point across without a bunch of curse words. I would take that route and do it. So anyway, that's today's lesson is ditch the curse words. And I think you'll enjoy your discourse a lot better. So appreciate you stopping by. That's my view from the pew.